Be yourself. Everyone else is already taken. To life is the rarest thing in the world. Most people exist. That is all. Always forgive your enemies. Nothing annoys them so much. I am so clever that sometimes I don't understand a single word of what I am saying. We are all in the gutter, but some of us are looking at stars. If one cannot enjoy reading a book over and over again, there is no use in reading it at all. Is what you read when you don't have to, that determines what you will be when you can't help it. The books that the world calls immoral are the books that show the world is its own shame. The truth is rarely pure and never simple. Yes, I am a dreamer, for a dreamer is one who can only find his way by moonlight, and his punishment is that he sees the dawn before the rest of the world. You can never be overdressed or overeducated. Never love anyone who treats you like you are ordinary. Most people are other people. Their thoughts are someone else's opinions. Their lives a mimicry. Their passion a quotation. You will always be fond of me. You will always be fond of me, thy infinite me, and a transmitting for all of eternity. I represent to you all of the sins you never had the courage to commit. A good friend will always stab you in the front. Women are meant to be loved, not to be understood. I don't want to go to heaven, none of my friends are there. Anyone who lives within their means suffers from a lack of imagination. Every saint has a past, and every sinner has a future. Experience is merely the name a man gave to their mistakes. I am not young enough to know everything. I am not young enough to know everything. A thing is not necessarily a true because a man dies for it. Hearts are made to be broken. You don't love someone for their looks, for their clothes, or for their fancy car, but because they've seen a song only you can hear. Those who find ugly meanings in beautiful things are corrupt about being charming. This is a fault of those who find beautiful meanings and beautiful things are cultivated, for there is no hope. There is no hope. They are but a lack to whom beautiful things mean only beauty. There is no such thing as a moral or immoral book. Books are well written or badly written. That is all. There, the very essence of romance is uncertainty. Everything in the world is about sex except sex. Sex is about power. A man is least with himself when he talks in his own person. Give him a mask and he will tell you the truth. I think God in creating man somewhat overestimated his ability. I never traveled without a diary that I have spoken to thee. One should always have something sensational to read in the train, in the rain. I am singing in the rain on the train, with wisdom, with freedom, with flowers, with books in the moon. Who could not be perfectly happy? To define is a limit. Death must be so beautiful, to lie in the soft brown earth, with the grasses waving above one's head, and listen to the silence, to have no yesterday, and no tomorrow, to forget time, to forgive my life, to be at peace. Nowadays people know the price of everything and the value of nothing. Some cause happiness wherever they go, others whenever they go. I don't want to be at the mercy of my own emotions. I want to use them, to enjoy them, and to dominate them. Education is an admirable thing, but it is well to remember from time to time that nothing that is worth knowing can be taught. I can resist anything except temptation. A cynic is a man who knows the price of everything, the value of nothing. I am forever spitting in a trance again. Behind every exquisite thing that existed, there was something tragic. All women became like their mothers, but that is their tragedy. No man does, and that is his. The only way to get rid of temptation is to yield to it. I am too fond of reading books to care to write them. I am too fond of spitting books to write them. There is only one thing in the world worse than being talked about, and that is not being talked about. There is only one thing worse in this world than not being talked about, and that is being talked about. what I'm walking about. Children begin by loving their parents. As they grow older, they judge them. Sometimes they forgive them. To love oneself is the beginning of a lifelong romance. It is absurd to divide people into good and bad. People are either charming or tedious. Quotation is a serviceable substitute for wit. Being loved is poor. I have the simplest taste. I am always satisfied with the best. Crying is for go shopping when one is in love. One always begins by deceiving oneself, and one's always ends by deceiving others. That is what the world calls romance. Selfishness is not living as one wishes to live. It is asking others to live as one wishes to live. What is art? It is a melody. Love, an illusion, religion, the fashionable substitute for belief. You are a skeptic, never skepticism. In the beginning of faith, what are you? The define is to limit. Never marry at Aldorian. Men marry because they are tired. Women because they are curious. Both are disappointed. We are each our own devil. We are our own, each our own devil. And we make this world our own hell. We make this world our own hell. I have nothing to declare except my genius. I have nothing to fucking declare except my genius. I am declaring my genius.